Okay, good morning. Oh, I gotta adjust the camera. There we go. Okay, it's a weight workout. Woohoo! I'm gonna do gliders today also, but you can either do them or don't do them. Heavy weights, medium weights, and a small band. And of course, water and a towel if you need it. Come all the way to the back of the mat, take your feet nice and wide, and slowly begin to pull the shoulders out and up. And then relax and do it again. So you're really focusing here on pulling them apart. And again, you'll notice I'm not going all the way to the top quite yet. Just going to do a few more. Build a little range as we go here. And if you can move the arms a little further back, that would be fabulous. And one more. And then swan dive it all the way down. Just relax the whole upper body. The shoulders can get closer to the floor. Everything can just sort of chill out here. Get some good blood flow to your face. And take a big, huge breath. And as you exhale, roll it up slowly. Nice. Now bring the feet in hip width apart. You're going to pick up the left foot, clasp your fingers around the knee and pull it nice and high into the chest, and then switch up with the other. And just kind of walk it side to side. A couple more times. Nice. Now with the feet hip width apart, send the elbows back, give me a nice proud chest, and we're going to start hip hinging. Nice and slowly and in control. Sending the weight backwards. That's what's important here, and keeping the elbows up. So you feel that upper back nicely engaged. So try to pair these movements today with breathing, of course. Now, when you come up, I want you to send the arms straight up to the ceiling. Take your gaze, look up, and then swan dive it all the way down again. Chill out and breathe. Now we're going to inhale and extend the spine. Walk the fingertips forward. Send your hips back. And now reverse it. Come all the way back up and reach for the ceiling. And then bring your hands to heart. You're going to do a little squat and then up. Shift the weight back as best you can on each squat, keeping your spine long. Try to see if you can build a little more range. And now we're going to send the arms out. And give me 4 more like this. Should feel the top part of these legs. Now just fold down with a nice long leg, walk it out to a plank. Once you're in your plank, sink the chest between the arms and send it back to a down dog. We're going to pedal our feet here, really getting into these calves. So just go nice and slow, side to side. Now, pressing both heels towards the floor, get up on the tippy toes, and then lower, and lift, and lower, lift, float back to plank, put your knees down, send the hips back, and then bring them all the way forward. and back. And forward. And again, you're pairing this with your breath. Inhale, send them back. Exhale, bring them forward. A few more. And meet me in your quadruped position. Let's get some cat-cows going on here. Really suck in that belly. Couple more. And now coming onto the tops of your feet, but opening up the knees. I want them nice and wide if you can. Then you're going to just sit back on the feet, crowd out your chest. We're just going to hold this for a little bit. If you want to send the upper body backwards, you can. You want to lift your hips up, stretching out the front part of the leg a little bit, squeezing those butt cheeks. And then slowly lower back down, come back forward, send the feet off to the side, and then meet me in your staff pose. We're going to come down Pilates style, but we're going to start working in a bridge today. So I want you to have one of your heaviest weights by you. So there you go, because we're going to use it. Here we go. Pilates style. C-curve it, suck everything in. Coming down nice and slowly. And then grab your weight, step those feet in. You're now in a bridge. So feet are as close as you can. You're pressing up through those heels. You're going to hold this bridge. So feet are hip width apart. Tuck that chin down so your neck is long. Try to lift up a little higher. And now we're going to start challenging the inner thighs. So step your feet out a tiny bit and then squeeze the knees together as hard as you can and then open them back out just to where you started. So squeeze and open and just count like 9 more of these. But I really want the focus to be on the squeeze. The back of the arms should be off the floor and you should just be resting that weight over your hips. You always have the option to use 2. You can manage it. Heavy is not a bad thing, it's a good thing. Really make the squeeze very deliberate each time. Couple more. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, lower the butt to the floor, send the legs all the way out, roll it up Pilates style, and put the weight off to the side. Nice job. Okay, we are going to meet in a forearm plank. So however you want to get there, I'm just grabbing my towel. I like to fold the front part of my mat over. You can always do that as well. And then we're going to put the forearms down, get onto your tippy toes with the knees off the floor. So it's just a regular low plank. Now walk your feet together and we're going to do some hip dips. So the right hip turns down towards the floor, comes back up, and then the left one turns down. So slowly down and up. Now soften your knees. Walk the hips back over the feet. Nice little child pose. Okay, come on back up. So this is where I'm going to use my discs. You do you though. If you're not comfortable with them, that's fine. You can do the same exercise without. So I'm going to start out without weights. If you're not gliding, go ahead and get some weights. We're going to do a reverse lunge. So if you're holding your weights, they're right by your side. You're going to send the right leg back. You step it back and then bring it back in. When you step it back, lower the knee down towards the floor, as comfortable as you are doing that. Doesn't have to get all the way if that doesn't feel right. We're going to alternate sides to start. So one leg goes back, lower down, come back up and switch. We're going to do 25. Nice and slow. It's really a great exercise. Helps with coordination and balance. So many good things for us. Believe it or not, it helps us walk better. Helps that stride. Developing the hip flexor. If you feel this in your lower back, you always have the option to add a little forward lean with your torso. Whoops. Good thing there was a chair there. You got to really concentrate. Okay, I'm going to speed this up just a tiny bit, just to see if we can get a little bit more of a heart rate response. Okay, let's squeeze in 5 more. When you're pulling the leg back forward, try to put most of the weight in the heel of the front foot, because you really want to feel the butt working to bring that leg back forward. Okay, one more. Then we're going to do a hold, and you're going to love me for this one. Okay, take a quick sip of water. Turning on my AC. Okay. So I'm going to pick up the heaviest weight that I have. And I always have the option to switch it. So keep that in mind. So at the chest, you're going to send the right leg back. You're used to that. We're going to lean forward and we're going to twist and just hold. Hold right here. Keep that lean pretty big. Now square forward again. Keep the lean. Rotate, same way. Try to lean in a little more. Square it off. Now I'm going to put the weight down gently. And I'm going to hold here, hands to heart, big lean. I'm going to rotate without a weight. Just hold. Find the tippy toes of the back foot. Square it back. Lift the shoulders up. Oh my goodness, feel that reprieve. Step it in. Okay, other side. Pick that B step again. Hold it at the chest. Now we're sending the left leg back. Step back. Give me a good lunge. Now lean your upper body. Light on the foot in the back. Rotate. Come back. Do it again. Rotate. Keep the lean. Whatever you do. Come back. Now I'm going to gently put the weight down. I'm going to bring my hands to heart. Very, very light on that back foot. Rotate. Lean a little more. Square it off. Do it again. Lean. Square it off. Put your hands down on the floor. Step back. You're in high plank. Downward facing. Hands walk back to your feet. Try to keep the legs long. When you get back, chill out in that full fold. Roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Nice. Okay, lateral lunges. Back to the disc. You can also use a sock or something if you're on a slippery floor. It might work. So I'm going to start with the disc on my right foot, facing the left side of the room. Hands to heart. I'm going to slide out and squat down and back in. So you're either stepping or gliding. We're starting out without any weights. Make sure you're drawing that stomach in, right? Try to send the hips back as you lunge down. Work whatever range you can. So if you need to slow it down a little bit to help you find range, good option. But back always in a squat. Okay, pick up one of your heaviest weights. Hold it however you like. Back to your same side, same leg. Whew. You can have the weight come down to the floor. You can bicep curl it up if you like. Turning this into a compound exercise. Let's do an overhead press if you can. We can get fancy. Slide out, curl up, send it up. Okay, put the weight down. You can grab a quick sip of water if you like. We're going to get right to the other side. So now Disc is on the left, facing the right side. Take it down. Don't rush it. More important to find some new range of motion than to be in such a hurry to get out of this. Because we love this. Couple more, and then we're going to find that heavy weight again. Okay, so find your weight. You can hold it up at the chest if you like, and then curl it down to the instep of that right leg. Curl it up as you bring the foot in and back down. You can add an overhead press if you like. So it's a curl to a press. We have 4 more. Last one. Okay. Put it down. We got deadlifts. Double deadlifts, like a regular deadlift. And then we're going to do a single leg. So I'm going to bring my mat back. So we're starting out for the double leg with double weights. So consider this really a hip hinge, right? So get the shoulders up, proud out the chest. You just have a small bend in the legs. You're going to come down, weighting into the back of the body, and then coming back up. So make sure you're not rounding the back to perform the exercise. It's all about posture. So really think of this as a hip hinge. You're sending the hips back and you're getting the weights as close to the floor as you can. You can add in a hammer curl or a bicep curl. Working more muscle isn't such a bad thing, right? Coming down nice and slow, back up steady. You can also add on an overhead press if you can. I'm not quite there yet with these weights, but you do you. Got to push yourself. That's how we get stronger. Couple more. Okay, put both weights down. Gonna relax the hands a little bit. Ooh, that's a workout. Now we get ready for the single leg. Love a good balance challenge. So when you do the single leg and the back leg's off the floor, try to get it really straight. It shouldn't be floating because that's going to add even more of a challenge to balance. So we're going to do this in stages. Weights in the right hand. Shoulders are up, chest is proud. Kickstand your left foot. You're going to slowly come down, keeping the toes gently touching the floor. Work the same range you did with your double leg deadlift, right? So if you can take it all the way down, shifting the weight into the back of the foot and shifting those hips back, fabulous. We're going to advance it in a couple more reps. We're just getting this leg primed up and ready. Okay, now when you fold down in your hip hinge, your back foot comes off the floor, you sweep the leg back. Everything else remains the same. Try to get the back leg nice and long. When you come up, just gently tap the toes, and then you're right back at it. We're going to do 10 reps. Whoops, try to go slow and in control. Should be about halfway. We got this, right? Hard, but possible. That's what you should be feeling. So if it feels easy, either slow it down, make sure that weight's landing not in front of the foot. You got to keep it back close to the foot. It should really line up right beside. That's going to put more weight into the torso and hip to make it more challenging. And don't forget your back leg, get it long. Okay, one more. And put that weight down. Shake out your grip and leg. Get ready for the other side. Okay. Nothing wrong with a little reprieve, right? From side to side. Okay, here we go. Now it's all about that left butt. So right foot kickstands. Please, very little weight in that right foot. As soon as I start hip hitching, I pull the hips back. All the weight goes into the back part of the left foot. And I land the weight right along the foot. Even if it's not getting all the way to the floor, make sure it's not forward of the foot. All your focus should be on trying your best to not depend on that right foot, because you want to be getting your body ready for the single leg. Okay, I think we're ready. Back foot's going to come off the floor, and you come up with control. You do it 9 more times. Keeping that chest proud and your posture amazing is working your back, obviously, right? So that's a good thing. Okay, we should be about halfway, which means we're almost there. This is super good for your leg strength, balance, coordination, your hips, your upper back. Because you got a heavy weight there, and you're holding that posture the whole time. One more, and it's going to be the best. Okay. Put her down. Woohoo. Grab a sip. We're gonna do some calf work before we go back down to the floor. So we've done inner thigh, outer thigh, top of the thigh, back of the body. Now it's time for the calves. And then I will say, we did a pretty good job with legs. Okay, so pick up those heavy beasts. One in each hand, really good posture. Up onto the toes. And then back down. 25 reps. Don't go fast. Keep that posture. Try to slow it down when you go down. I know it's sometimes hard, but that's our goal. Up and down at the same pace. Can we do it? Okay, 10 more. I don't know where you are in your count. I don't even think I know where I am in my count. So let's just say from here on in, we're doing 10. Keep those shoulder blades squeezing together in the back. Whoops. You know you're getting tired when, whew, seems hard to do. We're gonna fight through these last reps. Like you gotta say, no, 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 I'm the boss of how this works. So slow it down. Okay, my grip's starting to give out. That's enough for these hands and calves. Okay, give them a good flex and straighten. And get ready to come down on the floor, back to the forearm plank. So always a good idea to fold the front of the mat over a little bit, just to make it a little cushier. And then elbows down. We're going to keep the knees down on the floor. So send the knees way back. You can have the elbows a little bit in front of the shoulders to make this a true challenging 8-point plank. So if you're in it right now and it doesn't feel hard, you got to step the elbows forward or slide the knees backwards. Whatever is easy for you to do. We're just going to hold this in about 5 breaths. To finish it off, we're going to do that isometric pull of the elbows towards the knees. So right now you're just drawing that belly button up and into the spine. You're taking some nice breaths. And you're getting yourself primed up for that nice pull. Okay, let's start it now. So pull the elbows isometrically to the knees. Feel an instant, oh my gosh, moment. 5 breaths. And now just lower the hips down. You're gonna come off those forearms and you're gonna let the chest come all the way to the floor. Hands by your chest. You can turn the head to the side, let those neck muscles just chill out for a sec. Now pick your head up, look down at the floor. So you're trying to like tuck your chin. Draw the belly up and in. Retract the shoulders. And just hold. Lift your chest off the floor as high as you can without using your hands to help. You're not pushing away from the floor. You're just holding it up. Feeling those erectus spinae muscles that run along the spine. Keep pressing the belly button up and in. Take 5 more deep breaths. And then turn the head back down to just chill out. Nice. Face the floor again, pick the head up. Retract the shoulders, pull the belly button up and in. Now push yourself up, keep the knees down on the floor. So you got little breaks in the elbows, you're just holding here. Draw the belly up and in. Now sink the torso between the shoulders, but you're still pulling the shoulders back, and then you're going to push away from the floor. Sink, push away, keep going. You have 8, 7. Don't you love these scapular push-ups? 6. So fun. 5, 4, 3, 2, and back with your hips. Tuck those toes under. Little child's pose, stretch out that low back. Okay, turn on your right side. You're facing the left side of the room. We're going to do a little side plank. So you're going to be down on that right forearm. So the lineup of a side plank is pretty important. We're going to do it in phases. So right now we're going to start with our legs 45 degrees out from the body. So you've got bends in the legs, your knees are stacked, your ankles are stacked. Your left hand is just hanging out on that left hip. You're going to lift your hips up and send the top leg out, and then you're going to lower back down. That's 1 rep. Okay, so here we go. Lift, extend the leg out, and lower back down. You have 8 more. You're really trying to get those hips up. Last 2. And last 1. And switch up sides. So now you're facing the right side of the room. Get the legs bent. Really figure out that alignment, right? And don't collapse into the side body when you're here. So let's get the right hand to your hips, lift up, extend the leg out, lower back down. You have 9 more. Nice job. Okay. Whew, we finished those side body exercises. Okay, one more exercise to do before we sign off. So you're gonna lie down, legs all the way up to the ceiling. Let's first get flat on the shoulder blades. Tuck your chin. Lower back on the floor. Now bend the legs. 90 degrees. Arms up to the ceiling. Right leg extends and left arm. Pull it in. Switch. No time does that lower back come off the floor. So adjust your range or take a break. Everything is working to be pressing down. And bring your knees in. All the hard work is done. Nice little circle. Now make big circles with your hands on each knee. So you get the inner thighs, getting some good blood flow back. Go the other way. And my favorite, happy baby. Here we go. Keep that low back down. Keep the shoulders pressing into the floor. And then use the arms to pull the feet down. Okay, now smaller bend in the legs. Right knee over left. Take them down to the right side. Left arm goes straight up and back. And then bring it back in. Cross over the other way. Send them to the left. Right arm goes straight up and back. And then bring the knees up. Field goal posts with the arms. Elbows and shoulders line up. Sometimes you got to take a little peek. Tilt your pelvis up. Lift the back of the hands off the floor and move them forward. And back 10 times. Shoulders do not lift away from the floor. That's your job when you do this exercise. Pressing with all your might the shoulders down as you move the hands. And now we're going to tilt the pelvis up when the hands go down and tilt the pelvis forward when the hands go back. Keep it going. You need to move your feet in a little to get a bit more range through this pelvis work. Go ahead. So the pelvis is moving and tilting, but the shoulders are still pressing down. A nice little massage for that thoracic spine also. Okay, relax the arms, bring them in, let them just chill out on the mat. You're gonna walk your feet in a little closer, do a few more pelvic rotations. And then slide the legs all the way down. Send those arms backwards. Point the toes. You're really trying to make the body long as it reaches opposite directions. Now, keep pointing the toes, but let the arms just come forward to the floor and then backwards. And just sort of oscillate between forward and back. I like to spread my fingers wide, and then when the pinky touches, I know I'm far enough. And when the thumb touches, I know I'm in a good place. So let's do a few more. Just this kind of movement, super duper good for you. Okay. Roll it up Pilates style. Tuck that chin, suck in the belly. Now you're going to dive between the legs. So the spine is flexing, the shoulders are rounding, the head is dropping. Just chill out here. Now press the back of the knees into the floor and flex your feet. Take your hands to the outsides of the feet. Pull the feet towards you. Spread out your chest. Look straight ahead. And then let it go. Okay, we're done. I'm done. You are done too. Good job. Okay. See you later, alligator.